Now, meteorologist Ryan Mahan, your weather authority, powered by AccuWeather.
Well, the radar has been pretty active over the last couple of days, really from the end of last week through the weekend, which we take a break from here. And then it looks pretty nice as we start the week if you're into rainy conditions and damp ground and standing water in certain places. And if you live near those places, you know where those are. So as we look outside, you can see all of that still moving around out there. Another day of afternoon activity, but this one dwindling pretty quickly. You can see that happening here. I'll advance this just a couple of hours towards 7. You can see everything pretty much out of the area to the east, and we're starting to see, relatively speaking, some clearer air moving in, and it clears up pretty quickly. We even see the skies clear up a little bit. Then as we head into tomorrow, another day of afternoon activity. You see a nice little impulse swinging through here. Looks pretty significant. Still no severe weather expected, but you can see the potential for some very heavy rain as that slowly moves through the area, with a little tail end there coming in as we head into Thursday. So a couple of more days of this enhanced afternoon activity, bringing us a good start to the day with a little bit of sun poking through from time to time to these gray afternoons as these storms a little bit further inland. The tops of those blow towards us, giving us this one-note gray sky all the way to the top of the atmosphere. And otherwise, our surface conditions aren't changing too much. Humidity still very high, dew points in the low to mid 70s. Temperatures still in the 80s during the day to the low 90s at its peak sometimes. Still feels like 80 degrees out there, even though we haven't seen much sun today. So we are in for another warm and muggy night, right around 76 degrees. Now, I did mention earlier, I expect some light clearing, still a few clouds out there, and even a very small, I'd say less than 10% chance of a shower as we head towards sunrise here. So expect to see at least a few stars, but those clouds build back in pretty quickly heading into tomorrow. So another wet afternoon out there, still expected to be non-severe, but that doesn't mean one of these storms can't kind of go off the rails and overachieve. And if that happens, we'll of course let you know as soon as possible. We also still have an extreme UV index despite that cloud cover out there. You know, those upper level clouds generally aren't very thick and just kind of shines right through there, so you can still receive some skin damage even with all that cloud cover in the hot and humid conditions. So our headlines for this forecast: the showers continue into the evening. We even have a few flash flood watches that expire later tonight for the coastal counties. Due to the days of rain we've been seeing, a dangerously hot weekend lies ahead with heat indices potentially in the 110-degree range and consistent pollen and humidity. The pollen has been very low with the exception of mold over the last couple of weeks, but that humidity has remained high, and you can clearly see that here on the Muggy meter. We're still not dropping out of either miserable or very humid there. So another day with a lot of discrete pockets of moisture out in the southeast. No dry air to be seen. We see this front continue to break down and wiggle as it sits here, keeping just close enough to bring us more of this enhanced afternoon activity. You see that for tomorrow as this boundary starts to inch away. You see it one more time there for Thursday, and then as we go just a little bit further, it starts pulling away from us, high pressure building in, and we'll start seeing some drier conditions, much less activity expected there as we head into Friday afternoon. So things finally start to dry up. Still a little bit of rain here left for Thursday, and you can see, of course, Wednesday still looking cloudy. Then it just gets almost unbearable as we head into the weekend. Going to be pretty, though, with all the sunshine, but showers return as we start off next week.